Unlock the real secret to trading in under 20 minutes. If there was a way to gain the insight to know everything you'll ever need to become a consistently profitable trader without buying another course ever again, and we could do that within 20 minutes, would you make time with me? Because many aspiring traders struggle with information overload right now. There's a lack of clarity, an effective strategy to get what they want. The approach I've already shared with others simplifies the entire process, providing them with the essential knowledge traders need to achieve consistent profitability, and I want to share that with you too. Important note, without this, genuine hard-working individuals like you still spinning around years later with little to nothing to show for it. Let's interrupt that and break that, because enough is enough. We are over halfway through the year already, and for anyone who desires a skill set and is willing to do whatever it takes, now is the time to make this happen for you. So let's you and I share time one-on-one, and with under 20 minutes, we will have a tailored plan specifically designed for you around your lifestyle to finally get you the results you not only need to have, but I believe you deserve to have. And I wish that for you. To respect your valuable time and in the most sincere, genuine expression I can, I want to give you my material that previous traders I've helped become profitable still use to this day. And that is absolutely going to benefit you in your current trading as well. What I will show you is not shown anywhere else. And these so-called gurus aren't going to, because once you see this, you will never buy another course ever again. I want to share this with those who truly desire the skill set in trading, who are committed to do whatever it takes to make this work for them. So if that's you, I encourage you to hit the link below, choose a suitable time for you and I to sit down together, and let's go over everything you'll ever need to become a consistently profitable trader. Let's finally make that happen for you. All right? Good. Now, there's a pound-dollar opportunity, short opportunity on the 4-hour time frame. Let's go take a look at that now. There's not much to go over today, and I've found this shorting opportunity here. And this is, again, the pound-dollar on the 4-hour time frame here. And all it is a trend continuation trade. That's it. I've got my starting point up here, and this is what I've identified so far. So we have our swing high all the way down to swing low. Okay. Then we come up right here. We come all the way down here, and we close below our looking left right there. Price action indicating to us that it intends to go lower. From here, what do we see? Price action pulling back up into, look left, structure right here. This, zoom in, this structure holds right there, and then price action puts in another move to the downside, breaking below this low, giving us a new structure low. Again, price action indicating that it intends to go lower, right? So what history tends to repeat itself, yeah? You've heard me say this over and over and over again, because I tend to repeat myself, right? Because that is the nature of what happens. Remember, the price chart, price action, is all it is a visual representation of all market participants and individual actions. That's all it is. This tends to repeat itself in the same way I tend to repeat myself, in the same way that many other people tend to repeat themselves. It's all routine, and I always talk about trading is about exploiting human behavior. That's it. That's all trading is. We wait for the pullback here, and then we come back up in the structure. I'm looking for a short opportunity. Now, this is a popular trade idea in the private client group, and for good reason, because it's a proven profitable strategy over time. The key word being over time. Now, one of the biggest realizations in trading is nothing works 100% of the time. If anybody else ever tells you any different, call bullshit, because it's not like that. And if it is, that individual is a trillionaire. Unnamed, unknown, underground, somewhere no one would know where said person is, and probably calls himself Satoshi or something. Now, coming back to this strategy, another reason it's popular is that it's easy to implement. It's easy to test, it's easy to identify, and it's easy to trade consistently. Now, anyone that I share this with, and they test it for themselves, they will see over time that it is a winning system, right? It is a proven strategy. And what I'm talking about is the trend continuation trade here. So let's go over the entry, stops, and targets. We have identified the market trend. Okay, now I do this over and over and over. A good reason, because repetition is key. We have our starting point up here. Then we have a move towards the downside. We have a pullback. Another move towards the downside. We break and close below that low. Once we see this, right there. Once we see this pattern, then I know that I'm bearish. 3-step move, that's it. 1, 2, 3. We have an initial low, followed by a pullback, followed by a new structure low. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Nice and simple. Once I see this pattern, once I see this human behavior, I know that price indicates we intend to go lower. Great. How do I get involved in said opportunity for me or you or anyone who trades this strategy to make money? Well, we would wait for a pullback, right? Back up into this level right here, or this zone right there. So let's go over it here. Again, we're on the pound dollar for our time frame. We are trending bearish. That's it. We're trending towards the downside right now. All I want to do is wait for that pullback back up into this structure level, okay? And then look for a move to retest the lows, and then also follow-on targets as well, right? Not only do I look for target 1 here, but I also look for follow-on targets as well. And that goes for every strategy that I trade. Yes? Good. So how do we do that? Well, I use a Fibonacci retracement tool, and I use this for very good reason, because when I use the Fibonacci retracement, we follow an acronym called TVR. It's testable, verifiable, and repeatable. Why is it testable? Well, when we identify the trend continuation trade and we use the Fibonacci retracement, that would mean that our entries, stops, and targets never ever change. It never changes. So if I grab a Fibonacci, so after we identify the trend here, and we're waiting for that pullback back up into structure right there, we would be looking for an entry point. Next, we would look for where we want to get out. So that would be our stop loss. And all the stop loss is cutting your losses. I was wrong on that initial move of the direction. That's it on that particular trade. And then my targets would be, of course, a retest of the lows. That's it. And then if we get a projection, if we get an extension, then I want to project my targets using a Fibonacci extension tool, which I'll go over in a second. Okay, so now we want to identify where we are going to get in at if price action does give us that pullback. Okay, now we want our entries the same time over and over. We are going to use a Fibonacci retracement and take it from this swing high all the way down to this swing low. Okay, now what I want to pay attention to is this 618 and this 786. The reason I want to pay attention to this is we have identified a potential reversal zone, okay, like this. So if price action pulls back up into that zone, that would be my sell zone towards the downside. Yes, good. Also, if we look left, this lines up at structure. Our entries are at structure, our stops are above structure, and our target is just before structure. So if I get a move back up into this potential reversal zone, okay, in this zone right here, I want my entries just before the 786 every single time. Yes? So if I grab my short dealer thingy right here, now I should actually get rid of this as well. If I grab my short position and I drag it all the way down just before the 786, right there, then I get the same entry every single time. So then, after identifying my entry level here, we want to know our stop. My stop will be at the 113 Fibonacci retracement. So I drag that down to the 113. That's right, every single time. Okay. So my entry right here, and I have my stop right there. Where are my targets? Let's drag my target down to retest the lows. Okay, not all the way at the lows, okay? Because sometimes price action comes down, falls short just a bit, and then immediately reverses for that. So when I test this strategy, so I know that it has an edge and I have a positive risk to reward profile, and then I trade it live for consistent profits. I just gave you a massive hint right there for consistent profits in trading. When I test it this way, then I get good results. Those good results are profitable results only if I trade in the same way that which I tested. Yes, that's also an important note to make. In the same way that you tested. So when you're trading live, you're not skewing your results. You want to align it as closely as you can to your tested results. The better you can do that, or the byproduct of doing that correctly, is profitable results for you. Right? It's not, trading isn't overcomplicated. It's just, it's a matter of doing the right action steps in the right way with consistency. That's all it is, right? So my targets are retest of the lows. I just leave a little bit of a gap here, okay? So I do it the same way as I test it every single time, right? So I have the same entry, the same stop, the same target. Now, as I mentioned before, we are going for double targets here. So that means if price action breaks below this low right here, where are we most likely to go to? Where is the projection? In order to find that, I use a, whoops, what am I doing here? I use a Fibonacci extension tool, right? So we grab this and we take it from the same leg, our previous high to previous low. So click, click, and then back up in. We get our 127 Fibonacci extension. All I do is I clone this. So this is double target. The second target. And we drag that down to the 127 Fibonacci extension right there. So we always trade two contracts in the live room, and we do this over and over and over again. This is the trend continuation trade opportunity, potential trend continuation trade opportunity on the pound dollar 4-hour time frame. I say potential because we have to wait and see if price action can pull back up into that level, because we may not get there. If that's the case, well then, you know, we just missed out on an entry or the opportunity for the trend trade. And that happens. It's the reality of trading. So price action can just drop, right? From here to there. It could just drop and we don't get our entry. So you just delete the analysis, clean the chart, and you start all over again. And you repeat the same process over and over and over. Notice how I'm using over and over, the same way every single time. That is all trading is. The discipline to do the same actions in the same way every single time. No matter how you're thinking, no matter how you're feeling, it's coming into the charts, coming into the markets, identifying the trade opportunities on the charts in the same way every single time, and just executing that plan. And you know that it's going to work over time because you tested that plan, didn't you? You know that what you are trading has an edge. You know that you have a 50% strike rate on this. You know that you have positive risk to reward profile on target 1 and target 2. That's the magic to trading. And it's just daily disciplines practiced daily from there. And if you do that process, I promise you, you will have incredible results with your trading. Now, if you like this style of trading and you want to learn this strategy, I will leave a link below to join the Star Classroom. It's a free members area. You just sign up there, head over to the education tab, and you'll find the strategy and also other trainings as well that you will enjoy and benefit from too. I would love to hear your feedback on it as well. So this is the trade opportunity. There wasn't too much else in terms of opportunities setting up for us here, but we will keep an eye on this one. I'm trying to make these STO videos a bit shorter and easier to consume, depending on your feedback as well. And at the end of the day, I strive to be better for you. Now, don't forget about our one-on-one together if you're wanting to finally make this work for you in a way that's tailored and specifically designed around you and your lifestyle. They're always great to do and connect with other beautiful people like you. As for the current star traders, I'll see you in the London Live trading room to go over the intraday trade setups and see what we can make of the markets together. And if you also like this style of trading, please like the video, comment for me what you liked or didn't like about this. And until next time, be safe, enjoy life, and I'll talk with you soon. All right. Thank you so much, everyone.